At the very beginning, wanna tell you friends, Bougainvillea is not at all a fussy plant. It's a total independent plant, independent in the sense the plant doesn't need care at times. Only care and maintenance needed when grown on pots. Let's know why. Bougainvillea is actually a shrub and also a tree. The plant grows a huge tree on wild condition with much flowers, with much bloom, without any care and assistance. When we try to grow this plant on a pot, the plant changes its nature and characteristics. So let's know pot growing conditions for Bougainvillea. Bougainvillea loves to grow under root bound condition in pots. The plant shows its much foliage and stem growth during monsoon. Its best flowering time is autumn to winter. Early spring, no flowers are found. Again, flower may bloom at the beginning of monsoon. Sometimes bougainvillea may bloom throughout the year in some parts of the country. For soil, we need very much porous, aerated, well drained soil. Better not to use coco peat as coco peat holds water. Rather, we can use charcoal crush or cinder which will release water slowly. The plant does not like to stay under wet condition or wet soil. Here on my pot, I have used 50% garden soil and 30% coarse river sand, and remaining 20% other components like neem extract, charcoal crush, crushed broken bricks, little vermicompost, and at the bottom a 2-inch layer of gravels. Bougainvillea plant needs full day sun. Pot growing plant can be kept under half day sun during summer where temperature is above 35 degrees Celsius. City with moderate climate and mild temperature, keep the plant under open sky. Keep the plant away from heavy rainfall as in my city where there is non-stop rain. Let's know the water requirement. For Bougainvillea, it's said that the plant needs very little water, keep the soil dry almost. The plant loves to stay under drought condition. When we find the leaves wilting, water the soil. But sometimes a long gap between watering may cause yellow leaves and leaves fall finally. Therefore, better not wait for wilted leaves. Within few days, you will be the right person to know your plant. This is another bougainvillea pot in my garden. It's a young plant, only 1 year age. The plant has orange colored flowers. These are the stem cuttings which I planted beside the mother plant. These are the new shoot growth from the cut end. And to my surprise, all cuttings have survived. I am not daring to separate them. They are still leggy and weak. Propagation of bougainvillea is very simple. You can grow bougainvillea from stem cuttings, but you should surely grow them during monsoon, not this time during winter or spring. Early monsoon is the best time and high success rate. This plant I purchased from the plant nursery, but see, no flowers at all. Even I fertilized the plant. No flowers at all, whereas the first plant is a collection of the wild habitat from hills. Blooming pretty well. The flowers are for last 2 months. Here there is another third variety, the bicolored one. I will show you. This one is the third variety, bicolored flowers. Even this is a collection from wild. 2 years ago, I planted the stem. There was little bloom. Then I pruned the stems for many branches and bushy look. Then my mom told me not to cut stems and let them grow. Finally, this year there are more pots of this variety and they are flowering. But you see, the pattern is different than the first one. They are not in clusters. Bougainvillea is a heavy feeder plant. The plant needs external fertilizer. If you want to go for chemical fertilizer, you can use a mixture of NPK, DAP, magnesium salt and superphosphate in the ratio 2:3:3:1. Or in other words, 2 part NPK, 3 parts DAP, 3 parts magnesium salt and 1 part superphosphate. Mix all components together and apply only 1 spoon. Only and only 1 spoon. Not more than that, or you will lose your plant. I rarely go for chemical fertilizers. It's better to use vermicompost or cow dung compost. I always suggest not to use chemical fertilizers on all my videos. My regular viewers are familiar on this note. However, some plants need fertilizers during bloom, like rose, hibiscus, bougainvillea, gerbera, blah blah blah. Friends, lastly, I can sum up that Bougainvillea is a low maintenance, easy growing plant. All you have to do is collect a cutting. Somehow, you try to keep alive the cutting and then you care the plant with other plants. No need to take extra care and pay extra attention like Winca and impatient plant. Simply grow the plant and be happy. So that's all. Lastly, just do a work. Click the subscribe button at the right hand corner and stay connected with Garden Hill. Bye bye. Thanks for hearing me.